Hello and welcome to the Nerdic God podcast with me, your host, Sims. I am joined by Connor Knowles.
Hello.
And Daniel, I don't know his second name, I'm really sorry.
I'm Daniel. Hello.
How is everybody
Daniel.
during this frustrating time in life?
Just fighting people over toilet paper at the supermarket.
Oh, I didn't even tell you, did I? So, yesterday, I got home and my missus says, I've just been to the shop down the road. Not like the local shop, but like the one just a bit further down. And she goes, they charge me £8 for paracetamol. Now that's a lot of money. Normally,
what is that for you guys?
It's like aspirin for you guys.
Oh, okay.
So how it's like 50? How much is aspirin down there?
I don't know, like $5.
Really?
No idea.
So over here, it's like you can get a box of paracetamol. Yeah. So you can get a box of paracetamol for like 50p. And
Or is that a lot?
No, it's cheap as chips.
Is that cheap?
But these people are selling it for £8. Obviously, just taking advantage or something. Oh, mate. I went down there and let's just say I gave them a piece of my mind.
Give them a piece of your mind. You do yell at them. It's not their fault.
For you who don't know, I think we struggle to tell you what we are. We are a gaming podcast. We go each and every week. We do the news. We do recent releases. We do fun little games, and we're here to distract you from whatever it is that's going on right now. So let's just get into it. What we've been playing, Connor? What have you been playing, Connor? Tell me what you've been playing.
What haven't I been playing? No, I've been playing. So basically, I'm just waiting for Doom to come out. But in the meantime, I have my go-to games, which are Crash Team Racing and the UFC game. So Crash Team Racing. We're on. They've been doing these Grand Prix things since the game released. It's basically like in their multiplayer mode, you get like a rank and this bar fills up, and as you fill the bar, you get like different customizable options like new characters, new cards, stuff like that. And they're on the final one right now. It's the last one they'll be doing. So I've just been trying to unlock everything on that. It's pretty simple. I love Crash Team Racing, just a simple kart racer.
It's not a simple kart racer, don't be stupid.
Well, okay, not
that's the most complex
kart
racer
Mario
I've ever.
It's a simple kart racer.
Not a chance. I remember
a little bit.
I remember me and my missus wanted it. She loves Crash Bandicoot. She loves Spyro. She loves all them crazy PlayStation 1 classics. And she was like, I can't wait for this game. And I was like, yeah, I could play a kart race. It'll be all good. She was like, got 2 consoles set up, downloaded on each console. And then I just tried to play it, and I was like, this is way too complicated for me. I was like, I just want to drift around these corners.
Down. Yeah, once you get the drifting down, it becomes pretty simple.
It was
I don't know.
So difficult.
I guess I play it so much that's just simple to me.
Yeah, I think it's so it's something that you have to master.
Right. Once you master the drift, like I go play Mario Kart now, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Even though that should be more simple.
Kart racer?
Is
that the problem?
No, don't say that. That's just ridiculous.
I mean, there's nothing to say. It's a fact.
It's just a
fact.
fact.
I mean, that's just not true at all. This one, I mean, yeah,
I'm sorry that you're wrong.
You can literally just hold down the fucking whatever the button is for Mario Kart and win.
You don't even need to do that. You can just turn on the assists.
That's all you need to do.
With
this game, I mean,
to be fair,
you gotta pay attention for Crash Team Racing.
To be fair, they support it really well.
Everything in Mario Kart. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm not. We don't need to.
Girls.
That Mario Kart.
But they support it really well, haven't they? They have the regular seasons, don't they? Are they free or do you have to buy them? Is it like a season pass or like Fortnite does? Is it season pass?
So no, basically their seasons are like the Grand Prix is what I'm talking about. So there's been one a month since the game released.
Free.
And yeah, it's absolutely free. It's all free. And then so once a month it'll basically be a new track, 3 new characters, and like 4 new carts. But the characters and the carts you unlock through the bar that I was talking about.
Yeah.
But obviously you just get the track.
I remember they did do Spyro.
Yeah. There was a Spyro run. That was one of the first ones.
My missus was, I don't know if she did it, but she was doing it. She was definitely doing it.
it's pretty hilarious now. The characters they've come up with, like they just go deep into like Crash Bandicoot lore to where they're pulling characters from like mobile games that came out in like 2006. So it's just like, who the hell is this? Like, there's one. This latest one was like Yaya Panda, who's in a mobile game from like forever ago, and no one knew who the fuck that was. But regardless, they put her in the game.
It's a very
And then
it's very limited lore, isn't it? Like,
yeah, well, you basically have the three games that everyone loves, the original three, and then the three shitty games that no one likes, that no one even talks about. So, one of them's like Twin Sanity and Wrath of Cortex, stuff like that. But that's pretty much all they have to go on, and then just whatever other random shit Crash Bandicoot has been on.
when do they start to back themselves into a corner with it?
Probably about like halfway through, so like probably 6 months after the game came out was just when it was like, okay, I don't know who the fuck this character is. Never even heard of this person.
Ooh, it's a shame. I mean, it's not a shame. Good for Crash Team Racer, really.
Yeah,
fans are loving it. Fans are loving it.
Yeah,
so.
it's if you're into the game, it's really cool how much they support it, and it's all free. In all, it's been, I don't even know, almost 12 months since the game came out, so it's almost 12 maps just for free. And then, add on 3 characters every month. I mean, you get a lot of content for free.
Can't complain for free.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And then the other game, yeah, I've just been playing UFC. I pretty much always play UFC. It's like one of those games I just never delete off my dashboard.
Is that UFC 3?
Yeah, it's 3 now. I'll play whatever the newest one is. This is actually my least favorite one out of the EA, the 3 of them that EA's made now. It just controls the worst, I feel like. The other 2 were like more arcadey.
Did you
the
prefer
only one
the
I've
other
ever
ones?
played?
Sorry.
Yeah, I did. I did prefer the other ones. What was your question, Dan?
I was gonna say the only one I've ever played was the very first one, which was UFC Undisputed, I think 2009.
Oh, okay. So way back then. Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
I believe Activision owned it then. Owned the property.
I think so.
Or it might have been THQ.
Yes, THQ.
Yeah, I think it was
Maybe,
THQ.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember who put it out because there was like 3 Undisputed games. I played the very first Undisputed.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah, those ones
I
weren't
like
very
UFC.
good.
I just didn't.
The EA ones they're better, but like I said, I like the first 2 more. They were just more arcadey. This one's like, you feel very slow and sluggish. Oh, and the ground game in these games, I don't know what it is. Maybe video games aren't just meant to do anything with grappling, because like they've never gotten it right.
No,
it has never been fun. It's
I've
always just
never
felt like a
enjoyed
shitty like mobile game. Yeah, like you always just want to stand in these games. I don't know. The EA really needs to figure something out with that if they're going to keep this property. And yeah,
You should just go back to Fight Night.
Exactly.
man, I used to love Fight Night, but like
Dude,
I don't
come
know,
on.
because like I love MMA so much in UFC that's just like it's nice to see games, but like I wouldn't mind if they
Yeah.
made both.
What about like an arcade version of it? You know what I mean?
Of a
Like more
UFC
arcade.
game, that'd be
Yeah.
cool too. That's what I'm saying. Like the first 2
Like
were
not
more
a sim.
arcadey. Like they were. The first one was kind of janky. The first EA UFC, and then
Yeah.
the second one just kind of had it perfect. It was like this fast-paced, arcadey feeling type thing. I mean, not
I think
perfect,
doing more of
but
an
like,
arcade style, I think, could work for them.
yeah, I do too. I agree with that. And
Because not
yeah.
every game needs to be a sim.
No.
Right.
Like some games just need to be fun. That's sports.
Yeah, they almost lean in too much to like this is another sports game aspect with the UFC games. Like you see the same stuff they put in the Madden and FIFA games, like the whole make your own team thing and stuff like that. I don't know what else those games got, but there's almost a bit too much of that for me.
Yeah, I don't like those kind of modes in the
Yeah,
sports game.
I don't either. Yeah, they're very heavy on like loot boxes and microtransactions and just shit like
Yeah,
that.
Ultimate Team's garbage.
Yeah, I feel like that's all Ultimate Team relies on is
I,
just microtransactions.
On FIFA 15, I spent £1,000.
Get
Really?
out.
Not
That's crazy.
to be fair, like not in the sense of buying the FIFA points. It was back in the day you could buy coins off like websites, so you could buy like 1,000,000 coins for like £3 before like what, and then the I was spending like £30 a week. I used to get paid weekly. I was spending £30 a week on 15 million coins. Like on my FIFA 15, I've got the best players in the world.
Oh, because you have to buy them like that.
But then obviously, and then at one point they changed the system. Like every player had a minimum and a maximum buy. So like, I'd lost a lot of money on one of my players, and I lost quite a bit of it. To be fair, I would say they ruined it, but they fixed it. But no, yeah, I was rocking team of the year Ronaldo's and Messi's and Pele's and
Ronaldo.
Oh, my missus only found out. My missus only found out like about a year ago. She went mad.
She found out like 3 years after the fact.
Oh, me! It was just an addiction. So I was like, I'd get paid, and I'd be buying these FIFA points at like 2:00 in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd just get paid, and I'd be like, I'll buy some FIFA coins.
You and a lot of other people.
But no, yeah, don't do FIFA points, kids.
That's why they have those, right? They just get people.
Oh man, it was a rush. But no, yeah.
Yeah, I will say real quick, if you play UFC 3 on PlayStation, go ahead and add me Classy's Champ, and I'll whoop your ass.
Whoa!
Calling the fans out.
I will say I'm not very good at a lot of games, but UFC I'm pretty good.
Maybe I'll get it. I'll show you.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Daniel. I will gladly wipe the floor with you.
Gladly. Like, there's some beef going on as well. Like.
Gladly. Oh, don't challenge me at that game. I like rarely. Okay, what have you guys been playing?
Daniel, we got a little treat for you boys and girls at home. Like me and Danny have been on a little secret mission playing Ori and the Will. Is it Will of the Wisps?
Will of the Wisps.
I was gonna say Willow. And it is a fantastic game, flawed by so many bugs.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's a treat though.
Yeah, it's
really
a little
buggy.
Oh, so bad. It is awful. Probably the worst game I've ever played for bugs and performance issues.
But you're playing on the
I'm playing on the OG Xbox.
So yeah, you're playing the OG still. I'm playing the S. Xbox One S.
Would that make much of a difference?
I think so.
Yes, it definitely. The S is way more powerful.
Oh, okay.
But I would say I probably played about 10 hours. I think is how long it took me.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys both beat it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So it took me probably about 10 hours, maybe a little bit more, but I'd say half of that was pretty buggy. But I don't want to get into we can get into the bugs later. I do want to talk about the
of course, yeah. I started with the big adjective of fantastic. So I started it last Friday, and I don't play Metrovanias. I've never played a Metrovania. Like, tell a lie, I played Shadow Complex. Does that even count as a Metrovania?
Yes.
Yeah, that counts.
But that was back in the day. I always wanted to play the first one. It looks, visually amazing. This didn't let me down in that sense. It looked visually fantastic, and I was gripped. I was visually gripped. The gameplay was great. Other than we'll talk about that later. It was frustrating at times, but that frustration was always rewarded with, that's how you do it, or oh, thank God I've done it. Like, trying to figure it out, and then you always get rewarded with new abilities. The story was emotional, shocking.
Yeah, even more characters than the first game.
How many more characters?
I know. I mean, you didn't really have like a kind of a hub town like this. The Will of the Wisps has the hub town. It has like a bunch of characters that you can go and talk to. You can have two different people that kind of like upgrade your stuff. I did definitely think more characters. There's the map person. Like you go meet him. He's like hiding somewhere.
Always hiding.
He'll reveal the map for you. Or you have like
explain this to me. Like there's So I understand this game's like a 2D platformer. I played a little bit of the first one, like probably 20 minutes. So there's a hub world now?
Yeah. You don't always have to go back there all the time unless you really just want to upgrade.
So you go out from there and go out to different levels?
You don't start in the hub world.
No.
You have to get to it.
Oh, you get there. Okay.
I feel like it took me ages to get to this uptown. Like because I was playing it. I was like, I'm sure you upgrade like a town or something. And maybe like a day 2 into playing it, I got there. Maybe because I play the game quite slow and I try and go the wrong way every time to find the little secrets to get the upgrades. And by the time I got to the HUD world, I was like, right. And then they offer me all these upgrades. And personally, for me, I didn't need it. I was trying to do it, but it didn't do anything for me. It opened up a little bit of the world where I could go down and there's like a secret upgrade area where you could, not upgrade area, sorry, like map area, like a guy that sold you these maps that you could see the life upgrades, the power upgrade. I can't think of the word exactly. And
well, there's energy and
the energy orbs, the life orbs, and the
spirit cells.
The spirit shit cells, but they were quite expensive. But you know, if you didn't unlock these, you didn't find him. I personally didn't really buy that many things. I bought triple jump.
The most important thing was the triple jump and the breathing underwater.
And breathing underwater. That's probably the only two I really spent. I've still got what 7,000 spirit, whatever they're called, money.
Spirit cells.
Yeah, I've still got like 7,000. But other than that,
just start buying stuff.
Yeah, I'm done now with it. Like, I admit, I'm done with it now. I'd love to go on 100% it, but I'm not going to get anything out of it. I've enjoyed the story. I've embraced it. You know, I did feel like it did drag on a bit too long. Obviously, with all the slowdown. Let's call it slowdown. There's the hitches, and it was, you know, it just felt, oh god, hurry up. And then you think you're about to finish it, and then there's another bit, and then you feel like you're gonna finish it. Then there was another bit, and then last night it was like got to about 12 o'clock at my time, midnight, and there was another bit, and I was like, I'm not destroying these 7 heartbeat like hearts for this middle tree at the end. I've got to go to bed. I woke up an extra hour early so I could give you guys a review, so I could finish the game, and I feel like I couldn't sit here now and give you a proper review of the game if I hadn't finished it. So I was rushing through it, but I wasn't not enjoying it. I just felt like it's time to end now. Oh, there's another bit. Oh, it's time to end now. Oh, there's another bit. And I'm giving this game such a disservice by saying that. But that's just my opinion. But I was enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. I felt I was rewarded. It got tougher as the game went on, and I was rewarded. There was one bit that took me 20 minutes right at the end, trying to destroy these hearts for this tree.
Really?
Yeah, like right at the bottom.
I felt the complete opposite.
Really?
I thought the game got easier the more I played it.
There's one bit right at the bottom where you have to destroy all 7 heart pieces. Bottom left. Yeah. You have to dash, go down, up on these circle things. Oh, I swear to God, I was on it for like 20 minutes. I was so frustrated with it. But that's a Metroidvania though. I think that's what. Then I did it and I was like, yes, get in. Then obviously it's morning time, so my kid comes downstairs, and she sits down and goes, "What are you playing?" So I'm just playing this game. I was like, Ori. She was like, wow. And then obviously I finished the game, and then she was transfixed. Like she was late getting ready for school. She was like transfixed on the screen, like 7-year-old daughter. She loved the look of it. She was asking me questions. You know, why is this happening? Who's that? And it just shows, like, visually. Don't get me wrong. That's what if I was playing Call of Duty, she wouldn't have been bothered. So I'm just saying, visually, it looks amazing. The story
looks like a fairy tale.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The game. Don't get me wrong. I'm moaning about the little stupid little things, but I enjoyed it. I loved it. It definitely top 10 game of the year. Top 10. You know, the top 10. Steve's top 10.
Easy.
100%.
How did you like the combat?
I enjoyed the combat. I really did. I used the first thing you got, the little swordy dagger thing, and then when I found the big bashy thing.
Yes, I used to bash the hammer like the whole time.
Yeah, loved it. I will say I was listening to Gamescast today because I turned it off when they were about to spoil the ending. And they said the last boss is absolute trash, and I was like, I agree with you, but only the last final bit of the boss where they take the floor out and you have to dash on all the you know.
What makes it trash?
Because I didn't understand what I had to do, and then for some way, I beat the boss. I 10 times. Hope was like, my daughter was like, "Oh, you died."
I'm not trying to say that you and the Kind of Funny members are bad at the game, but like they've been teaching you to use the
to
I forget what
reverse
it's called, like the bash or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's called back, where and then you just launch yourself up and you just keep doing that.
I was doing that, but then I was like, when do I attack him? When is my time to attack him? So I kept doing it, and I was trying to figure out how I do it. And all of a sudden, I killed him. I had no idea how I killed him, but I completed the game, and I was like, oh, whatever. But I still don't know right now. I don't know how I killed him. I'm not moaning. I just don't get it. But that was it. That was the only gripe. Like, other than the ending, I'll shut up in a minute. I'll let Daniel speak. I'm really sorry. I started the game. I played it in 4-hour chunks. I think roughly 4-hour chunks. Another little nitpick. I left the game on. I left it on. Put it onto rest mode. I came back and my game clock, because I was hoping to keep track of the hours, so I can come back to you and give you a definite time and how long it took me to finish it. As a dad, who only gets 4 hours at night, maybe 3 hours, with very, very interrupted every 5 minutes with Dad, I need this. Dad, I need that. I woke up and it was like, you've been playing the game 26 hours. I was like, I have not been playing this game for 26 hours. You've ruined everything. Thank you very much, Game Clock. Now I'm upset.
How long did it take you roughly, would you say?
4 hours on Friday, 4 hours on Saturday.
So
4
like 12
hours,
to 16-ish?
Maybe 16 to 16, 15, maybe 16 hours, roughly. But my clock's telling me I played it for 50 hours.
Right. Daniel, you said it took you 10.
Yeah. I'll pull it up right now and see exactly. It might be a little bit more. That's kind of what it felt like.
What percentage did you finish on?
I don't remember.
It will tell you.
Somewhere in the 70s.
Mine was 77.
Yeah, somewhere in the 70s.
But other than I got to climb the big mountain at the end, and the game crashed. I was like, what? No way. But I do think I heard the game has issues.
You had a full hard crash.
Yeah, full on, like just straight back to the dashboard. Twice this happened. It happened twice.
As much as I had trouble with the game and how it ran, I did not have a full hard crash.
I think I do legit. Just for the record, I have the original Xbox. I want to, but I've got the OG Xbox. It plays all the games that are out. I can get the Games Pass on it. There's no point. I don't play the Xbox enough. Granted, I've been playing it a lot more this year due to the Games Pass, but there's no point me going to an X now with the Series X around the corner, or an S, because it's just money that I could be putting on something else. But
of course,
my verdict is, you've got Games Pass, go and play that game because it's fantastic.
There's no reason why you should.
It's absolutely fantastic, and if you've never played a Metroidvania, don't let it put you off. It's not
this
difficult.
game. It has a lot of combat, but it's more of, I would say, more of an exploration game.
Yes. And
what is the combat like exactly? Because I wasn't even aware there was combat in these games.
Okay. Well, so before we get to that, so I am at 69%, so almost like right at 70, I guess, and it's 12:45. So it's a little bit more than I thought. A little bit more than I thought. So I'd say, because 45 is just a lot of that you could be doing whatever, just go off to the beaten path. So I'd probably say 11 to 12 hours. You can easily beat it in. And there's an achievement for beating it in 4 hours.
Another.
Oh, okay.
Another thing. Is there really?
Yes.
There's an achievement. Right. This is a new segment. I've been thinking about this segment. This is the new segment. Is called "This Trophy / Achievement is fucking ridiculous." You got to complete the game
By
without dying. Nah,
Yeah.
it's not possible. Right, so
Yeah.
Moon Studios, you take that trophy, you take that achievement, and you shove it where the sun don't shine.
I'm just gonna tell
What
you
if you
to
put
get
it on
good.
easy?
I did play it on
I'm just gonna tell you
easy.
to get.
Oh,
I'm just gonna tell you to get good.
I think with a lot of practice, you could do it, but that's stupid.
So the combat, it's very. I would have you. Did you play Connor? Have you played Symphony of the Night?
Yeah.
So you know how kind of Alucard feels when he's using a sword.
Been a long time, but yeah, a little
Kind
bit.
of
I know
like
what you're
that.
talking about.
It's similar.
Yeah,
I'd say
sure.
it's similar to that, or even like Hollow Knight, where you do have a sword. There are other weapons you can get to. There's like a spear you can throw. There's your bow. It's more distance. There's like a hammer that's like a hard hit. But it's a little more mobile than Symphony of the Night. Like the more you go into the game with Symphony of the Night, yeah, it's a little faster paced. Symphony of the Night, the more you get like your abilities and like different weapons and stuff, you could be pretty quick, but it's still a little bit slower, like a little more methodical. This game, because it is like an exploration game, it is very quick. You need to make a decision quick and know what the enemy's going to do, or you're going to get hit. But you can get a lot of life, and there's a way to heal yourself.
On easy, combat was nothing. I struggled on the platforming side of things. On the combat, I rarely died combat wise. Like bosses, I did first time. I think I got the trophy for beating one of the bosses in under 4 minutes. So I mean, that's probably me because I play it on easy. Yes, I play games on easy. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, man.
I don't have the time to play games on hard. I used to, don't get me wrong, back in the day when I didn't have the kids. It's just one of those.
There is no shame in playing anything on easy.
Thank you, Daniel. It means a lot. It means a lot that you said that.
I agree. No, yeah, fucking frustrated playing games.
I want everyone to play the game. 100%. I don't care how you play the game.
No, it's incredible. There is one thing, another gripe, not a gripe, my own fault, don't get me wrong. But I did spend like 25 minutes, maybe an hour, doing one bit, and I got right to the end, and it was like, oh, you need 4 of the wisps to do this. So I was like, so this is the last bit, and you've just let me access this last bit, you've just let me struggle, and now I can't do anything with it. And I was like, really? Like, that's like a whole, especially for me, like that.
But they clearly say you need to get the other 3 wisps.
Daniel, you've known me for what? Let's say 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I am a fucking idiot, all right? Okay.
You need to be playing games. Start playing some more games with me. I'll help you out. But so the only problem that I had in the game was the like literally there was it was a little bit in the dark area in the mold. I forget mold ground or whatever it was called. Like the darkness part, I thought was the most kind of challenging in terms of like the platforming, but it was manageable. It wasn't like that bad. But the only thing that I thought was like the most challenging was kind of the boss fight in the lead up to the heart. There's like one boss fight you have to do.
Oh, with the stones around it.
Yes, with the stone.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
That was the only. I think that's probably the hardest thing in the game, and I don't really think it was that hard. It was just trying to figure out what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
You just really need to hit harder, which is a little weird.
I was using the big boulder thing, and then I figured out that I got the spear thing. So I was just getting the spear in between the gaps, and that works a treat.
Yeah. I was using the hammer and the arrows. I used the arrows a lot.
I didn't use the arrows.
They're just a little quicker. The spear just takes too much of your energy when you throw it.
Yes.
So I just end up using the bow just to get a quicker shot.
So all in all, we definitely recommend playing this game.
Yeah, it sounds like you both like it a lot.
One more thing.
Yes.
The music.
Oh my days, we need to speak
about unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
So
the music is amazing.
So
in this game.
It
is atmospheric. Just like pop on the game and just listen to the opening, like just like the menu theme. Just listen to that.
What kind of music is it? Like some like symphony
it's
type
super
stuff?
Orchestral and synth.
Orchestral. Okay.
It's great.
if you get 5 minutes, just pop on YouTube and just listen to 3 minutes of it, and it's so nice and relaxing. Granted, I did play it with one headphone. Me and the missus are on a bit of a Pokemon kick at the moment, so we're just going through all the old Pokemon episodes. But that's besides the point. The game had me. It kept me, which I'm surprised. I didn't think I would. I didn't think I'd been putting off the first one, because I was thinking about playing that a couple of weeks ago, ready for this one. And I was like, I convinced myself that it wasn't my type of game and I wasn't going to play it. And I didn't play it. And then this one came out. And then we started doing this. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to play it. And I don't regret it. I enjoy it. It was fantastic. The music was great. The visuals were great. I think all the bad things that I'm talking about are either my fault, because I've never played a Metroidvania and I was learning the mechanics and the game. I played it on an old Xbox. And I'm a fucking idiot.
Was there anything story-wise you didn't understand from not playing the first one?
Yes. My little companion
Daniel,
friend.
did you play the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
So you fill me in.
Which part? There really, I'm not sure what you're talking about, because there really isn't that much. Your little buddy, I forget his name. The little bird buddy was just the kid, the child of the main villain of the first game.
I thought that after listening to something today. So yeah. The story. I went briefly. I think this is what I took from the story.
How is the story overall too? Why you guys
it's emotional. Absolutely.
Pretty heartfelt. It's pretty heartfelt. It's about friendship. Trying to rebuild society.
And sacrifice.
Basically, and sacrifice. And I mean, basically, I guess the short of the story is you're not in the blind forest for this game. You're kind of in a different island, basically. And this island has been kind of like corrupted. It's not, how do I want to put it? It's kind of like, it's corrupted in like all these different areas, are affecting all the people that live there. There's like the Moki, there's like these little like lemur things,
spider people,
and then all the people you meet. Yeah, the spider people. There's just a bunch of people you meet, the fish people or the fishes and stuff. And you're just trying to go help this place rebuild.
And you're being hunted. I would say the word hunted. I think there's the main villain he's super pissed off about everything, and he's just taking it out on everybody.
Sounds like my type of guy.
I mean, the villain.
That's what I took.
The villain isn't a one-note villain, which I really liked. I don't want to spoil too much.
No, I don't want to spoil it either. But there is moments in the story where you're like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And even at the end,
it's a very touching story.
Yeah, and at the end you're like, oh shit. Oh shit. And like it was like that for me, and I was like, oh, this is more than what I thought it would be.
Right.
So it sounds like my last note.
Yes. My last note just for like the game is they do hint at Ori 3.
Yes, they do.
I gotta imagine they're on that, right?
Yeah,
maybe.
Definitely an 8-year development though.
Depending on how this does, and it looks like it's doing well.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about the glitches real quick?
Sure.
It's literally, I think it was just a performance issue on my console. Mainly for me, there was a lot of slow down. Yeah, lots of stuttering, loads of slowdown.
That's interesting for a 2D game.
Yes.
Like I don't know if I've ever experienced that on a 2D game.
I think it's because of the visual.
Yes, 100%.
Because they're so like detailed and the scenery is so detailed and stuff.
It's a lot of the light. What it is lighting. Like
interesting.
The lighting in this game is unreal, and I think it needs a lot of processing power. Yeah, my glitches were popping up the map. You need to look at the map a lot.
So many times.
So popping up the map is already kind of like not slow, but it takes a second. But then taking a second on top of the game not running well, it's really slow. And that's probably my single biggest issue with this game is the map and it lagging and slowing through the map.
And when we say like you have to look at the map a lot, I probably hit 600 times. That's me.
Jeez.
As well. Like the amount of times I was looking at a map, where I'm at, boom, quick, on. And obviously you do that a lot, and the game just slows down. A bit like Control, but not as bad as Control.
Yeah, but this has a good map. Control has a garbage map.
Like you unpause it and then it starts stuttering even
yeah,
more.
and then even a bit further on it will start stuttering, and then, like I said, I've had a few hard crashes, and there was one point where like something just went a bit nuts, and I was like, "What's that all about?" But that was once where like something just proper glitched out and went all funny on me, and I was like, "Okay, whatever. You're okay. It's fine. This game is fantastic."
I had the worst glitch I had was just like I was doing a jumping puzzle. I think it was in the Luma pools, I think, and I was just doing a puzzle and it just froze in like the middle. I was in the middle of the air and then it kind of went back.
What?
Yeah, and I was just in the middle of the air jumping. It just kind of froze and then the game went back, so then I had to continue going.
Crazy.
But that was probably the worst.
But when it come to dying and loading back in, that was alright. Seamless.
Yes, I mean that's very different than the first game. The first game, your energy, the blue energy, you used to save. That's how you made save points.
Oh really? That sounds trash.
Yeah. I mean, once you get good, then it's and you understand the mechanics of the game, and you get more mechanics. You get other things you could do. It wasn't as bad, but this is very free. It's checkpoints.
Any other questions,
At least
Connor?
they fixed that. No, not really. You guys want to give me a generic video game review score? What would you give it?
I love review score.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. What would you give it?
Ooh, I like 20 point. I like 20.
Okay, I like.
Okay,
I like
I like it. I don't get it, but I like
if
it.
you guys want.
I like 20 point.
Right, you go
this
first.
is a hard 9.5.
Hard 9.5. Wow, almost a 10.
Yeah.
So if it didn't have the glitches, would you give it a 10?
No, this is with
No.
this is the max.
Okay.
I don't think anybody can give it a 10.
Okay.
I'd give it a 9.
9. Solid 9 from Sim.
Hey.
Would you give it a 9.5 if it was for the game to run better?
Yes.
Very high praise.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Honestly, ignore what I said. Like, ignore all the negative points because they're excused by how great the game is. Put that on the back of the box.
Nerdic
Gods.
Official reviews.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
Can't wait to see that.
Right, boys, it's time for some news. It is busy. I've literally just stopped watching the PlayStation 5 specs revealed. And
how was your nap?
I'm sorry.
Oh my days, it was fucking
How was the nap?
awful.
Was it a good nap?
So good. And Mark Cerny, God bless your soul, you are not meant to do these things.
The thing is, no. The thing is, I love Mark Cerny, dude. He's great. I love hearing him talk.
He kind of creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah, my missus was like, this guy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I love Mark.
He gives
Cerny,
me a
but this
creep
was-
with like a magician gives me the creeps.
All right, just give me the news, Sims, and then we'll get into it.
What we're gonna do, I want to do it together. So then, earlier on in the week as well, Xbox came out with all their specs. It's all mumbo jumbo to me. But we're gonna IGN do a comparison guide. So we'll run down.
Cool.
So we've got prices, both to be announced. We've already gone over that over the previous episodes. Release dates, we got holiday 2020.
Hold on, before we get to onto the prices. This will maybe we can get more into the nitty gritty. But these consoles, everybody was talking about potentially the Xbox being more than the PS5, right? These are pretty identical except for a few different points. These consoles are going to be the same price.
I still think the Xbox will be cheaper.
Well, I think that they're both going to be 400. I think pretty much seeing these specs this week, I think they're both 400.
You guys are crazy. I think there's a possibility Xbox is 600. I don't think they're both either less than 500.
I think they might as well never put that thing out if it's 600.
No.
It won't sell.
No, it's too much.
If they have that second tier, though,
What?
If they have that second tier, the cheaper one though, I think they could put this one out at 600. I don't think they will. I think they're both going to be 500.
At this point, I don't see how they can. I think they would need to say anything about it.
I don't think
everybody's is speculating it. They haven't said anything.
I think you'll have your Xbox Series X, and then you'll have your X Cloud. That's it. And then you'll get a cheaper one down the line.
You have all your
exactly.
Your
you can still play all the original ones as well.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Release dates.
Go ahead, continue.
Release dates: PlayStation Holiday 2020. Xbox is just announced on one of the websites. A website. It says Thanksgiving. Take that.
That's actually weird because it depends what country you're in. If you go to that website, it'll say like coming 2020. And then another one says holiday 2020. So
there was a new update.
That's still
tweeted from Major Nelson himself that is not true.
Oh, there you go. The false news. Ignore me.
Yep. Well, it started with Keeley. I saw Keeley put it first. He grabbed the screenshot, and then I saw Keeley say from his sources that it was true, and then I saw straight from Major Nelson himself, not true. That it is, as of now, it's still only holiday.
I do think even during all this Corona COVID-19, I don't think we're getting them this year. But that's just me.
I think that's crazy. I think it is.
I think there's too much. There's too much going on in the world right now for them to even. I don't know.
I'm with you 100%. I think it all depends on China, right? It depends on where their warehouse workers are, if they're even allowed to go back to work.
I think the question is about Sony. I don't think it's about Xbox. Xbox is clear in showing off the console, talking about everything. Sony hasn't even showed.
Yeah, but they still have to manufacture.
They've still got to manufacture
millions of them.
I understand, but they've been talking about it since last year. They revealed it at the Game Awards. That means it was probably, and they showed it off.
Doesn't mean
that doesn't have anything to do with manufacturing the millions of consoles.
2 million consoles to ship.
But I don't think that. See, you're thinking it's just going to be complete canceled. I talked about this last time. I don't think it is. I think it's just going to be a limited release.
Instead of a limited release.
That's still a very good point.
I'd leave it. Besides that, the optical drives have both got 4K UHD Blu-ray drives each. Game DVR to be announced. RAM, PlayStation's got 16 gigabyte of GDDR6 RAM. The Xbox is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Memory bandwidth. This is all mumbo jumbo, so please, if someone knows, please tell me. Memory, we got 448 gigabytes of memory bandwidth. Xbox Series X 10 gigabyte at 56 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes, a lot of gigabytes. CPUs, just load all of the gigabytes. CPUs, they pretty much got the same CPUs. 8 times Zen 2 cores at 3.5 gigahertz. PlayStation, Xbox the same, but in brackets 3.6 gigahertz was SMT. You nerds, man. You fucking nerds.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, you play games, so you're a nerd too.
I'm the biggest nerd. GPU, we got PlayStation. They just announced this today. A custom AMD Radeon RDNA Navi 10.2.8 teraflops, 36 CUs. He talked about them CUs so much. It hurt me. It hurt my brain. Supports ray tracing and 3D audio. The 3D audio. My man wants to take a picture of my ears. Right.
Dude, I can't wait. I've been taking pictures of my ear, just sending them to Cerny's personal phone.
Xbox has got custom AMD Radeon RNDA Navi 12 teraflops, 52 CUs at 1.8 something gigahertz. Supports DirectX ray tracing. Video output. Go on.
No. Continue.
The video output. PlayStation's got 4K, 120 hertz refresh rate, 8K support. Xbox Series X native 4K, 8K support up to 8K support up to 120 hertz. Peak GPU shader throughput. It all gets so I'm not even gonna go over it. The external storage. I will go over the storage. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
They've both got and storage is custom 825 gigabyte SSD storage, which is an odd number.
I think because the PS5 one they said something about like the system with like the dashboard and all that stuff will take up. So like it's a terabyte, but then like 175 gigabytes are taken up with
that's
the system and dashboard and stuff.
For me. Xbox doesn't do it like that though.
But they probably. So do they have like a terabyte and like whatever 175 gigs onto that?
I mean, I assume that your hard drive will just be a terabyte.
Right.
And like I don't. That's the thing that there's two things that stuck out was like the flops. Xbox was like 2 more flops, which is actually pretty significant.
Got a whole 2
and
flops.
then was the hard drive space for it to be it was like 800 something, 880 something to a terabyte. Like that's kind of significant. And I think Xbox is touting it's also an SSD. So
with
I'm kind of confused on why is it not a terabyte, and I feel like that's just an excuse that it takes up OS and the store and anything else.
Both consoles have an external storage. This is where it all gets a bit controversial. With PlayStation, they've got the NVMe SSD slot, and they're saying don't go out and buy anything now because nothing supports it.
Yes, they need certain speeds to.
So,
those aren't even.
And
fast.
I don't even. They even said it won't be launched. Am I right? Was I hearing that right?
I didn't catch that.
I swear I heard that. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm right though. And then the other controversial, the Xbox want a Seagate proprietary external 1 terabyte SSD expansion card.
Yeah, I don't think.
Is that like their memory card thing?
Yes, what you can plug into it.
I definitely don't think that's controversial. Like it doesn't make any sense that it is controversial. What it is just they just are making the next evolution of a card, but it's just too powerful. Like I don't think it's a controversial thing. Like Seagate's a great company. They've been doing great hard drives for a long time. They're just making the next fastest one, and it's going to be.
Why can't we just get 2 terabytes? That's what I don't get. Just give me 2 terabytes.
What, baked into the console?
Yeah,
that's a big problem. I know. It should be standard 2 terabytes. So that makes Sony even worse because they don't even have 1 terabyte. I don't care that it's an SSD.
Do you guys run out of storage space a lot? Because I've never had this problem. I'm very up to date with like deleting the games I'm not playing and stuff. So I never really have a problem with storage.
No, not at all. I'm like never.
Like I'm completely fine with 1 terabyte on both.
But I'm trying to argue for other people. But eventually, you have to even think when we get to this point when every game is just going to be so big, we need 10. You're gonna have 10 games, like all 100 gigabytes. You know, like that's insane.
I can manage 10 games just fine, but I see your point for other people.
Yes, but you shouldn't have to like. They shouldn't force you basically to constantly be deleting.
Right.
They just want you to be playing.
And
then Sony doesn't even have a terabyte. That's insane.
Going back to these reveals, like today's. So Xbox on Monday, out the blue, no words, just here's a bit more for you. Digital Foundry had it. Some guy named Austin on YouTube. I can't remember his second name. I'm really sorry about that guy.
Didn't they give it to Linus? Didn't Linus have some stuff?
Did not see that. I just saw a guy named Austin. So a lot. I
think Linus Tech Tips.
A lot of people had it or went down there to have a look at it, and it looked great. Yeah. It looked fantastic. I'm a big fan of how it looks.
Digital Foundry.
Austin Evans, some guy on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, Digital Foundry got a hold of both of them actually.
And he got to have a look at it. It was just just simple things that matter to me and you. For me, all this stuff today, this 52-minute, 35-second conference that they told me about it 2 days ago. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. Or all this exciting news is coming out, and be excited. All these YouTubers over the world are just streaming it. Can't wait to make all this fantastic content. And you got Cerny talking just mumbo jumbo. I know it means a lot to a lot of people, but to us lot. For me personally, I'm not
majority of people it means absolutely nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. The only thing I took from that conference is, are we getting another Dead Space? That's it.
Well, the problem is
that was a high start.
The problem is in the conference. The problem is the market.
Exactly.
It's not the conference.
Xbox are doing fantastic. I said to the missus, I was in a rush to come to I had to keep up to date with that. I wanted to watch it so I can come here and talk about it to you guys. And I got up, and I'm buying it. I'd rather just have the Xbox right now. And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "They're just making it sound better. Like, I'm excited about the Xbox." Like that Austin Evans showed me a few, videos. He was like, "You can just play 6 games at one time. Like, not one time, but he was playing State of Decay, and then he turned off State of Decay, started Forza Horizon, started driving Forza Horizon, stopped Forza Horizon, straight back into State of Decay, in instant seconds."
Literally, I think the only problem so far for me with the Xbox has been like the name, because like it's still not clear. Is it just going to be called the Xbox?
I think,
but other than that,
I think it's going to be called Series X. What do you mean?
I think it's just Xbox, isn't it? I think.
But I think the series, like we call it at this point, we just call it the Xbox with the Xbox One, right?
And I think that's
once
what
you
they
get
want.
to the nitty gritty, it's like, what Xbox do you have? Oh wait, I have the Xbox One X, right? Right now, we're just calling it Xbox, and then we call it PS4.
I think that's fantastic.
Is this just going to be? Is this just going to be called mostly just Xbox? That's my question.
No, it'll be called Series X.
Right, what phone do you have?
See, that's what. Yeah, I have the iPhone X.
Right, what phone do you have, Daniel?
I have the Note 9, but I usually just call my Note. Or
there you
Samsung.
go, and then
I don't really.
If I said to you out of context from this conversation, Connor, what phone do you have?
Oh, the iPhone X.
An iPhone.
What do you mean?
You say I got an iPhone, and that's where the Xbox is going.
See,
isn't
I
it?
don't know if I would say that.
I would. What phone do you have? Samsung. I got Samsung.
Oh, okay.
And then you clarify it. Oh, I got the iPhone.
And then you know that you've got the greatest, got the best up-to-date tech, and that's what the Xbox is going for. This is the way the consoles will go. I think this is the way I see it. They'll just release a better
PlayStation.
version.
No, I think PlayStation's got a good brand. Just keep going. 5, 6, 7. Just keep going. Good brand.
But
I don't think
right now
it needs to.
Xbox are doing fantastic.
Basically,
Sony just needs to come out and show the console. Come out.
The whole PlayStation conference today, the whole Sony thing, that should have just been like another Wired article.
Exactly.
It shouldn't have been this whole thing. You didn't need to do all that. I hated the conference. It was so boring.
It was boring.
If they were gonna do this, they should have just dropped this YouTube video out of the blue. Not hype this up. Not say a day earlier, hey, we're doing a big reveal thing tomorrow. Because now you're just getting people excited for something that 90% of people are going to be bored by.
Yeah, they should have just marketed it and said, hey, this is a tech thing.
That's exactly what they should have said.
The market.
This is a tech thing. Yeah,
this is a Sony tech.
They shouldn't even have marketed this, because if you wanted to watch this, you would have just heard about it that day and been like, oh, I'll watch that when I get home or whatever.
Sure, I want to see the tech.
And then the rest of us could have just read that, oh, the fucking PlayStation has 10 teraflops, the Xbox has 12, and that's all we really care about.
What?
The bullet points, yeah.
I watched the thing, 52 minutes of it, 35 seconds. I won't forget it because I've wasted it. And then I've gone on IGN. I've clicked the first article, and boom, I've got everything I need to know in
You had all your
25 seconds of me reading it because I'm a slow reader. And I don't understand it, but I know them numbers are big. I know that the flops aren't as big as the Xbox flops. He even explaining. It wasn't for us, and that's what makes me sad. Is because they could have just says, this is, this isn't what you think it is. And I wasn't expecting much. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't expecting. Oh, here's the console. Here's some games. Here's what it does. Oh, we've got streaming services. Here's the PSVR 2. Wait, who's that? Oh, it's Knack. Hi, Knack. Knack 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7 are out today. Woo! I was just expecting, here's some loading screens. Oh, this is how fast it is. Do you know what I mean? And here's what it does. This is how fast it is. We'll see you next June or something. So yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I think that's what it should have been. Like, I don't know about you guys, but what do you think?
Fucking Knack. I think So this all goes into Sony's marketing, right? Like it is coming off as a bad image for PS5. It totally is. Like this is their first like big reveal besides when they did the logo in January. But this is the first time they're actually talking like in detail about PS5, and it's just a bad look. Like you bored everyone that wanted to watch this and that's been anticipating this. And it's starting to remind me a little bit how Xbox was fucking up leading up to the Xbox One, you know, in 2013.
That's exactly what I'm getting. Bad vibes.
Bad vibes, right? Exactly. Now it all mostly comes down to the games. I think. I mean, for me especially, it's like okay, once we see them both like reveal whatever the launch games are and whatever launch window games are, then I'll start getting more excited. But for right now, yeah, Xbox is killing it.
Agreed.
Oh no! One thing about the Xbox that's not killing it though is that their controller still takes fucking AA batteries. That's fucking ridiculous.
Well,
Like, what's up with that?
But I don't think it's as bad. I wish it wasn't, but it has a better battery life than the PlayStation controller.
and if you and your old controllers work on it anyway, and all this practicality is working. All of this practicality is working for the Xbox. If you've got old Xbox One X controller, use that. Have you bought that fancy controller that we brought out that cost too much money? You over there, sir? You have? Well, you could use it on the Series X. Ha! Ha! So yeah. It's just practicality. It's just they're just doing everything right, and the PlayStation they're just doing things slowly. Is it something to do with this coronavirus? Probably.
No.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Who knows?
I think it has delayed like their marketing rollout, but this is their marketing rollout.
That's a terrible strategy.
I'll tell you
what. But this is what they're doing. I don't know.
I'll tell you who doesn't have a terrible strategy is Nintendo, because they know how to do shit. They may take their time, but
Sometimes.
the shit is coming now. We have had a Nintendo Indie Direct this past.
In the middle of all this.
What day are we on now? All I know is on day 25 of coronavirus.
I believe the Direct was on Monday. What is
no, Xbox was on Monday. Tuesday was the Direct.
Nintendo.
The Direct was yesterday, really. I felt like that was like
yeah.
Every day feels like forever. We got a couple of games. It wasn't the most exciting thing, maybe for people out there that do like their indies. I was intrigued by one. There's a list here. Blue Fire was like a ninja game.
Yeah, that's like a ninja 3D platformer. That was the coolest looking one. I like 3D platformers a lot, so that was cool to me. Little ninja guy running around. There was a wall, so I'm always hyped with wall running.
Yeah, everyone likes a bit. I like to wall. Listen. I'm a secret ninja.
Sims wall runs in real life.
You don't understand. Like in my town, there's a little wall. All right, and every time, even now, I'm 28. And remember, our little Steve used to do it when he was 9. But I run across that wall every time I see it. I'm like Neo from the Matrix.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
you do a backflip when you jump off it.
Oh, mate, you don't understand. I'm in backflips. Woohoo! You don't tell me about me in backflips. We got Baldo. Baldo is a JRPG-inspired game from Italy. It looks like a Ghibli movie. It'll also be out this summer.
Oh, that was the cool-looking art style one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the top-down perspective. Yeah, that looked cool.
I Am Dead looks like the... It looks alright to me. It looks alright. The town they showed is it reminds me of a little place called Scarborough over here. I think that's exactly what it is. We have
that's what they
Bark, a game called Bark, family-friendly side-scrolling shooter that stars animals. Cyanide and Happiness. It sounds like a post-apocalyptic game set loosely in connected universe of Cyanide and Happiness webcomic series. I don't know. Summer in Mara.
Oh, yeah, that. I think I've seen the webcomics.
The Summer in Mara is a story about growing up and protecting nature. It gives off strong Stardew Valley vibes. I'm also in that. I'm not going to go for everyone. The Good Life. The
Kanye West song?
The Good Life. Pardon?
The Kanye West song?
No, that's a good tune, though. Good Life is a sweary? Don't know. RPG.
Oh, sweary. Yeah.
About people turning into dogs and cats at night. I'm in already. I don't even need to tell you about the rest of this game.
Have you played a sweary game before?
I have not. It's deadly. It says here Deadly Premonition. I played a bit of that.
I would recommend looking up and playing The Missing.
missing.
by swearing.
But yeah,
It's a
it
very
looks,
good game.
It looks interesting. The Last Campfire, a new project from Hello Games. Bit of a
Yeah, that
a
looked
bit of
right.
a different direction from where they went from No Man's Sky. So
An entirely different direction.
This is probably
This
like
is
a
a third-person, smaller indie game.
Yeah, it's
Well,
probably a small. It's probably
they made
isn't all
smaller games before. I forget what their game was called before No Man's Sky. It was like one of those little like dirt bike ones, Joe Danger or some shit. But yeah, this looks cool to me. I like that team. A lot of people hated No Man's Sky, but I liked it for what it was.
I didn't enjoy it, but I didn't moan about it. I was just like, it's not what I wanted. Okay,
No,
sorry.
just move on.
Pixel Junk Eden 2. Apparently that's a big thing. Is that a big thing to you guys?
I don't know what
No,
it is.
No. Ferrari.
Eden 1 came out in like 2008.
Oh,
I
it has something to do with
vaguely
Terraria?
remember it.
Pardon?
Did you say
Ooh.
Terraria?
No, Ferraria.
Oh.
Failure. I don't know. I can't say it. Faeria is a card battler with a living board. It looks like a game my missus played. I can't remember what it's called now.
I love card games.
Oh, it'll come back to me later. We've got Eldest Soul is a Bosch hack and slash. It'll be out in summer. That looks alright. Sky Racket is a shoot 'em up, but it will bounce projectiles off with a tennis racket. Alright. That's out today. I didn't see that. That looks alright. Moving Out is the one I want. Is a physics-based moving simulator. Bit like Overcooked. I think that'd be fun to shout at the missus about because they're doing it wrong. And then the one more thing was Exit the Gungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Did that get everybody hyped?
I've never played Enter the Gungeon.
My missus,
But
my missus was like, "What's this?" I was like, "All I know is it's a big deal to a lot of people, just not me." It has a big following, doesn't it? Enter the Gungeon, so
relatively, I guess. Like it's got a hardcore crowd.
Final thoughts, guys. What do you all think?
Overall, good on Nintendo for doing these still. They actually also had a lot of like coming first to Switch games, which I think is good for them.
Yeah, they made a big deal out of that, didn't they? And everyone,
right? Because Nintendo's pretty few and far between with their AAA titles. I feel like, especially this year, it feels like. So I usually play all my indies on Switch, and keep doing that.
Daniel.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
I only saw some of like the announcements. I didn't actually watch it. I don't know. I'm glad that they did this. That's the thing I can say the best.
It was never going to be.
There was no like big. Oh my god, this fucking game. Like
Right.
I last year when they did this, they had Cuphead, and that's what everyone was freaking out about.
I did.
I mean, they're not going to be able to do a Cuphead every time.
No.
And that Hyrule Warrior game, whatever that was.
Cadence of Hyrule.
Cadence. Yeah, there you go.
I did expect a lot more out today due to what's happening in the world. I don't know. I kind of think if anyone's going to save us from getting away from everything,
It's Doom.
It's fucking Nintendo.
it's Nintendo.
No, it's Doom.
Yeah.
It's strange.
It relies on Doom's shoulders.
Doom.
Yeah, I'm killing demons.
For some reason, Doom over here has been released already. Especially only I'm not sure on digital store, but in a my local game, they're selling Doom as of today.
You better go get that.
You lucky bastards.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, a rumor is there's a big Nintendo Direct next week. And we will see.
Okay.
Speaking of
We will see.
Nintendo, Lego and Nintendo have come together to make Super Mario. I didn't really look at it. I wasn't interested. What do you guys think? I should have a look at a trailer, but
I mean, why not? They make Lego everything. Why not do Mario?
yeah, of course, 100%. Lego got their fingers in all the pies.
Yeah. Have Mario. It's cool.
Are you
Sure,
gonna
I
get
think
it?
that Mario looked kind of fucking creepy.
No.
If I'm being honest.
Why would I get it? I don't have any other Legos. I just think it's cool. Yeah, he has like this like little like LED screen on him.
Yeah.
So I think you put things into him and it like changes or something.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nintendo just fucking throw your properties to anything now, I guess.
It's a thing.
Lego
Yeah,
is
Mario
pretty
is
big.
nothing now. It's over. Mario's dead. It's all about Luigi.
Lego Mario. You guys think we'll get a Lego Mario game? That's
No.
the question. No, you don't think so?
No.
Way
I'd
too
play
close
that.
to. It's
I'd
too
play
close to platforming, innit? And Nintendo ain't gonna let anybody do a Mario platformer.
No, if anything, it'd be
Yeah,
like
what
maybe.
if it's in Lego form?
No, I doubt that this would happen, but it would be like them going to Mario Maker and getting like a Lego skin.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
Maybe
That'd be cool. That's a cool idea for it too. You should email someone
There
about
you
that.
go.
Daniel.
Nintendo, hit me up. I got
Daniel.
ideas on days.
Reggie. And oh no, Reggie's not there anymore.
No,
Someone.
Reggie ain't gonna help.
Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser.
Bowser, save me.
Okay, that went somewhere. CD Projekt Red hints at a new Witcher game, which is quite surprising because they kind of just went, that's the end
I
of it.
believe they just full on said like, "Hey, we're gonna make another Witcher game after Cyberpunk."
But there wasn't anything clear.
There was a lot of things that came out of what was said.
Wasn't there something that Geralt wouldn't be the protagonist, or am I just making?
No, again, it
No?
wasn't really
Oh,
that
okay.
clear. I don't think they haven't. There was just talk. I think with one of the heads, he was just kind of
Okay.
mentioning
I mean,
Witcher.
it makes a lot of sense.
a potential. Yes, I think it was like he was mentioning a potential future, maybe without Geralt, or maybe it was the person who was interviewing him mentioned without Geralt.
It'll be really
I think-
cool if they go between this, like kind of like how Bethesda goes between Fallout and Elder Scrolls, go between Witcher and Cyberpunk.
Sure.
You know, I figured they'll do that for a while, and that sounds cool to me.
The Witcher 3
I think
is
there's
one
too
of-
much.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I loved it.
Isn't
Yeah.
it your favorite game of all time? Did you say that?
One of them. There's
First
three. There's
episode,
three
one
to
of them.
choose
It's
from.
up
It's
there.
like they're so
Three, go
hard.
between. That's one of them.
There's three. There's
If I
Yeah.
remember, it was the number 2. I think on yours.
yeah. It's
I think they have so much tapped that there isn't tapped future with Geralt, especially with how popular the IP itself is more recently.
See, I was gonna say I hope Ciri's the main protagonist in this one, if they're gonna do a
Well,
fourth one.
Sure,
Kind of
I-
have
I
like your
mean,
Geralt
I think-
trilogy, and then do something really cool with Ciri, because she had really
I
cool
think doing-
powers, and I feel like you could flesh that out a lot more if you had
I
like
think
her
doing
own
the
game.
same thing. Do the same thing. Geralt, and then have sections of Ciri again.
You know
And
what I
maybe
think would
also
be really
do
cool?
sections of one of the witches. Whether it's
I think it'd be
Triss or-
really cool if you were Ciri and you were like hopping between different. I'm gonna spoil Witcher 3 a little bit, but like she can like hop between different realities. I forget how exactly she did that, or not realities, but different like worlds and shit. It'd be really cool if you're like hopping around in different worlds as Ciri.
Interesting.
Do something like that. Yeah.
I think Geralt is just getting too popular of a character just to let him go yet, especially after The Witcher 3. And then now the show, like I said, the IP is getting really popular.
Right.
I think at least having
Imagine-
another game, one more game with him.
Imagine
be
how
really cool.
popular the next game will be after like the show will probably be on like season like fucking 5 or whatever.
yeah. It'll be a long
It
time.
depends on how fast they put it out.
I think
Yeah, you give them another 5 years from now, like whatever.
Yeah.
I think personally, for me, I think they should just remake the first one.
I would love that
Just
too. 'cause I've
start
never
again
played the first
because
one.
it didn't get any love. Like I never played Witcher 1 and 2. Like the only reason I played
I
Witcher
played
3,
2.
the only reason I played Witcher 3 is because it looks incredible. It looked amazing. So I was like, I want to play that game. It's got swords in it, and this guy's blonde and good looking. Do you know what I mean? I'm okay with this.
White hair. White hair.
Okay.
It's fucking
You're a
white
white
sins.
wolf.
Jesus.
He's the White Wolf.
But with start again. Just redo number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's watching the TVs. Everyone wants everyone wants to know why he's here, what he's doing. All the there's so much lore there. Get
No,
number
but I think
1.
they want to look into the future. Because then, like, where are you going to go after that?
There is a lot of lore. There's a lot of places they can go with it.
Yeah, let's just go to the future. We
Let's
don't need
go.
to
They
go
could
back.
go back and cover the books if they wanted, because this all takes place after the books. Like all the
No,
games.
don't reboot it. I
They
wouldn't like
could
to
though. I'm
continue
just
to re-
we're just talking about untapped things that they haven't
like-
done in The Witcher.
like, I don't know if you guys have beat The Witcher 3, but where it ends, it's pretty awesome. And like everyone's there still. Like,
I got the bad ending. So
continue. Oh, Okay. But like have everybody there and we have a good cast. There's a large cast and just continue. There's so many different stories you could do politically in that world and all these different beasts. It's untapped. Keep going.
I tell you what isn't going. These esports events. Because Riot.
Oh yes.
Fucking yes. Riot and EA suspect this is becoming the norm now. It's not even news, it's just to be expected. Riot and EA are suspended esports events. We all know why.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to the world going tits up, coronavirus, everything's just getting cancelled, and it's a shame. But we are three guys just talking about video games on the internet for your entertainment, distraction. But in reality, it's ruining our lives and people's businesses and events like these, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do, right? I mean, you pretty much got to cancel everything with big gatherings now, right? I mean, there's really no choice right now.
Fantastic.
At least for the next 6 months or so.
6 months? You think that long? I mean, who knows? There's
it
so
could be a
much
little
speculation
less,
and how long, but
I think that maybe that's a little long at this point, but maybe at least 4 to 6 months. I think.
I hope so. I really do hope so. My kids today are not going to school, and that scares me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being serious. Like, it really does scare me. Like, my kids are not going to be getting education, and that worries me. The only hope I've got now is my oldest becomes Fortnite champion. So.
Just get on with it.
But no, there'll be a lot of more stories like this. There's not much to talk about it. We get it. We know why. Stay safe and wash your hands. You will go now to Twitch. This is new to me. I didn't know this, and someone needs to explain it to me.
This is a fun one.
Twitch.
I don't even understand.
I know that Twitch. Right. So the Twitch chat have beat Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Now I knew this was a thing because the Twitch chat beat Pokemon once.
They beat a couple games.
How does this work?
Yeah, how does Twitch move Zelda or not Zelda?
So there's like inputs, so people input into the chat, and then it moves the character, or it'll do something that the character can do, like in terms of controls.
Can anyone just write anything in there? Because that
I don't know if you need to be like a subscriber to the channel or something, but yeah, pretty much.
One of the mods.
No, it's not mod thing. It's just people spamming.
Just people
go watch
one.
So
that have to take forever.
Who hooks this up? Is this an emulation of the game? Because you can emulate the game, can't you?
There has to be some sort of input that it has to be done, because like it has to know if somebody says hit the A button, it hits the A button. So it has to like convert it. I don't know how that works.
I mean, you have to get together a bunch of people are reading off the same hymn sheet, because there's always gonna be that one guy that's like, I'm gonna keep pressing jump, and he's just gonna jump.
Yeah. Get that one.
The one guy that tells you to turn
Does
around.
Anybody know how long it took him to beat the game?
I did not see how long. No.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, because I wonder if they just like ran straight to the castle and beat Ganon.
No, from what I saw, they had like armor. They had a shield.
I suppose you need some things. Although there was that one guy that beat Ganon with a broomstick or whatever.
Somebody tell me
that's
that
a real thing.
Please, they did all the shrines at least.
Oh god, that would take so long.
See, I don't know.
That AI has been playing this since like the game came out. Then I will say I am happy that it wasn't an AI that did this, because then I would start getting scared.
No, it wasn't an AI.
Once AI starts being able to beat video games that are reasonably hard, I'm out.
Well, then I can pay them to beat games for me.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, basically watch a movie that I paid to get beat. That's how I'm going to beat Persona 5.
Oh, I need to play that game.
I'm like a third of the way through, and I don't want to play anymore.
That's exactly what happened to me. I got like 30 hours.
It's so good, and I don't want to play more. It's
my quick tangent. My missus played it, and she never knew anything about. I remember it came out, and everyone was talking about it, and my missus was on like this JRPG kick. I was like, apparently you'll really enjoy this Persona game. So I bought it her. She was like, oh, I'll play it. Anyway, the game starts and it's like you never see it coming.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in. I'm not even playing the game.
Yeah.
And I'm in. Anyway, she played this
Music's so
game
good.
for fucking days, hours, weeks, and every time she was in a battle, like I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, this game's
The
bad.
soundtrack slaps.
And I'm telling you now, if I have to go into quarantine, lockdown, baby, I'll play Persona 5. I'm not even bothered.
That could be a game to play.
But I know the ending,
I
and
still
that's
have
what
it.
makes me sad.
It'll take you long.
I don't.
Cool. Right, next bit of news. I wanted the transition, but I didn't get it. Call of Duty Warzone has reached 15 million players. Warzone now has solo modes. Has
Yeah, it's
anybody
probably
played any more of
than
this?
15.
I have.
I
I've
have.
played quite a few more
I
matches.
really want to play it. I know I'm not very good at it, and I know I'll die at it.
It's fun. I'm very happy they added solos. I hate having a team. I don't like having a team like anything.
How is the solos? I didn't play solos.
It's better for me just because like I don't put a mic on. I don't like coordinate with my team at all. So like for me,
is everyone
it's
solo?
much better.
Is it everyone solos?
Solos.
Okay.
You're all solo. Yeah, there's 150
Okay, cool.
people. You're all by
Cool.
yourself.
Same map?
Yeah, same map.
We all. What do you play it on, guys?
PS4
Xbox.
Pro.
Have you both got? Have you got an Xbox, Connor?
No. Whenever an Xbox game comes out, I borrow my brother's, but that's like a whole process of going to get it. That's how I played like Gears and stuff.
I'd like to play. We should play it.
So we could crossplay.
Oh crap! Yes, we can. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. We can try that.
I've done it with my friend on PC. It's fairly easy.
We'll definitely have to have a look. We'll have to have a look. We need to add each other. Bill Gates is stepping down from Microsoft board. I for some reason, I didn't know this, and I feel like this is really big news. Like, when did this happen?
I don't. When did it? Was it Friday?
Really?
Saturday?
Didn't he create Microsoft? Like, how do you step down from something that you?
Well,
so what? Does he still like own it overall?
He probably has shares, but he's stepping down from like actual day-to-day, like the board. And stuff.
Okay, so he just has like no say anymore in like what Microsoft
he hasn't had
does.
say in Microsoft for a long time. That's why it's
He
not
just
a big
sits
deal.
back and collects paychecks.
Yeah, he's Bill Gates. He does what he wants to do. Like
That's
he
whatever
is a
the fuck Bill Gates
philanthropist. He goes out and does charity work. That's what the man does. That's his job.
Gets girls, gets money. That's all he gets.
No, he's got a wife.
No, but he's got the girls as well. Come on, Bill Gates.
He's got a few side pieces. Come on now, Bill.
Yeah, he does.
Mr. Gates.
Yeah, he's got girls around his arms.
This dude got a girl in a house in every country.
They're feeding him grapes.
Right. Okay. So we'll go to another segment that I've just created on the fly. This is called a Daniel's Overwatch fix. Daniel.
Overwatch fix.
Here's Daniel.
Hold on. I'm gonna cue you again. Connor, hit me with the theme.
Overwatch and Daniel time.
This is great content. Connor, not Connor.
So
Daniel, tell me about Overwatch.
No, I'm Daniel. So Overwatch, they have their archive event. It started like right after we recorded the podcast or something for last week, but it's just a new event and there's new skins and sprays and stuff. It's a really cool Farrah skin. She's got like a little jacket, leather jacket, some shades. She looks cool. That's really all I got to say about the event. But today they announced the new character. I'm not sure what number she is. Oh, what number is she? Is she 34?
Oh wow,
30.
so many.
What is she? Somebody fact check me. I think she might be 34. I could be just wrong. 34 might be way too many. Maybe it's 20 something.
I will find out.
Okay. But her name is Echo. She has been in other like videos and things, so she's not completely new. She has been teased and hinted for a long time.
She would be
but
the
it was just
32nd character from what I'm looking at.
32nd. Okay.
There you go.
I thought it was 34.
Connor
30
beat me to it.
Thank you, Connor. But her little trailer was like a little like backstory trailer, so it's pretty cool. No, it isn't like the other like cinematic ones. It's a little cinematic. It's pretty cool trail. But we finally got another character. It's been a little bit. Sigma, I think, was around November, so about 4 months.
Is it?
And
Is it enough to
ahead.
get you get? Is it going to take you back? Are you going to jump on it this week?
I go hard in Overwatch usually when Overwatch League is around. I haven't really played too much since Overwatch League started this year, but I'll probably pop in. I always pop in for every new character they put out. Overwatch it just kind of implemented a new way they play the competitive mode for this. Actually, didn't even start with this year for Overwatch League. It was actually like a little bit into it, but they started doing like a hero ban system. So they would ban 2 damage dealers, a tank, and a support, and you can't use those 4 for that week. I think it kind of brings a little dynamic play to it. But yeah, Overwatch definitely needs a little rejuvenation, and I think maybe Overwatch 2 will be that. But yeah, that's Echo. She looks cool. Check her out. Hopefully she'll drop soon.
You heard it here
That's
first.
pretty much all I have.
Play Overwatch.
All right, Connor, hit me with the outro, Connor.
That's it for Danny on Overwatch time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my life.
Shake hands.
The new game releases very quickly. We're going to run through these that quick. Animal Crossing: New Horizon, the biggest game of the week. With a small game called Doom Eternal. Don't think anybody's heard of it.
Did
No,
you just
what is that
throw
game?
shade at Doom
All the shade,
Eternal like
all
that?
the shade, mate.
What
all
is
the
Doom?
shade.
Wow.
What is this game?
Never
Doom
heard of it.
Eternal? What is this game?
I think it's a remake from the PS1.
Oh wow, nobody's gonna buy
No,
that.
nobody's gonna buy
Come on.
I've never
You know,
fucking heard of that.
Half-Life Alex for you PC VR nerds.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, with that, I've never been more upset that I don't own a PC and a VR
Really?
headset. Oh, dude, I love Half-Life. Like, I just love
I think the
that lore
story's gonna be
and
cool.
that series.
It just seems like it might just be around too much gimmick.
I can't wait
Yeah, I
to
wanna
see these.
I
in
agree
reviews.
with that. I mean, the gameplay. I mean, it's whatever. I'm just shocked there's another Half-Life game, and I'm really upset I can't play it.
Yeah.
If we
Guess
don't
we'll just need to
get
see.
this goddamn Half-Life 3 game before I die, alright, I'm going to make sure that Valve know about it when I'm dead. Before I die. Because they've made my life miserable. I've not even played Half-Life 1 and 2, right? But I'm sick to death of you bitches moaning about Half-Life 3. End of rant.
I would bitch and moan about Half-Life 3 all day.
No, I hope you get it in all respect. I hope you get it. I hope this works out for you, and I hope this leads to more. Half-Life changed the game. I from what I've heard.
We're gonna get it someday. Someday.
We also have Twin Breaker, a sacred symbol adventure. For anybody who listens to this podcast, everyone knows that Colin Moriarty, founder of Kind of Funny, left Kind of Funny, started his own thing. We don't get into the nitty gritty. Made a game, just a little a brick breaker game, I believe it is. It comes out on the 24th.
Yeah, it's a brick maker.
Comes out on
So
the
it's a
24th.
dual brick breaker.
Yep.
So you play it's 2 little things going back and forth.
I will
instead
have a
of
look.
one.
I will buy it.
Yeah.
I will support the guy. It comes out on the
Yeah.
24th.
Yeah.
If you really want to support him, you can pre-order digital copies. I believe that's still going now. I might not. I could be very
No,
wrong.
it's physical copies. You can't
Yeah.
pre-order digital.
That's what I meant. Yeah, go out and
Real
buy
quick,
it.
though,
It's,
support him.
I think it's 10. I think it's
because
I think it's 12, if I remember. But I'm not sure.
We have Bleeding Edge on the 24th. I could not be less interested, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm really sorry.
Why not?
I don't know. It's
It
just
could
not
be
me.
cool.
It's just not me.
Could be cool.
But you go and get it. You nerd.
It's Ninja Theory. I might try it.
We've got Spawn. Spawn is coming to Mortal Kombat on 24th of March.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Spawn
You
get
don't
his
like
art ripped
Spawn?
out. Oh, no, I like Spawn in 1999 when I watched the film and I shouldn't have and thought it was the greatest thing ever. But now I'm told
That
that it's
movie's
trash.
garbage.
Yeah, I remember it used to
Yeah.
freak me out when I was a kid.
Yeah, man. For Honor is bringing back Prince of Persia cosmetics. What does that mean? Ubisoft, please tell us. I'd love a
Yeah.
Prince of Persia game.
Yeah, they need to not put Prince of Persia in a For Honor game and just make a new game.
Control
They just
is
fuck with people.
Control's
I wonder
getting.
what-
Oh, go on. Sorry.
Hold on, before we move on, do we know what the game mode is? I only
Is it
heard
For
there was a
Honor?
new game mode. Yeah, the Prince
It
of
just
Persia
is a new
mode.
game mode.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
2nd of
Like,
April.
is it,
If you are interested, no wait, I'm
Yeah.
telling a lie.
it's April. It ends in
Yeah.
April 2nd. It's already going right now.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
yes,
So look,
yes.
This is what we get on this podcast. We don't know. We just talk. We try and.
We don't know anything.
There's too
I
much
tried
gaming
to
news. There's only
bring-
3 of us. We're outnumbered.
Okay, continue.
Control is getting the first expansion, The Foundations, coming out on March 26th. I've never really played any DLC, even like Spider-Man, my favorite. One of my
I
favorite
own
games.
this. Yeah, I own the season pass for this
Will
because
you
I
play
like,
it?
bought it with the. I'm gonna wait for the Alan Wake one to come out, or just all of them to come out in general. Play them all at once, so I
Mhm.
will play it eventually, probably in like June or whatever. I'm really looking forward to that Alan Wake one because I love the little tease they had of Alan Wake
Yeah.
and Control,
It's
and I
pretty
just
cool
love
that
that
they're
game in
adding it.
general.
I only saw
Yeah.
like a newspaper article about it. Is that the tease that we're talking about?
They also like vaguely showed him talking. He was like in that room. He popped up kind of like what was the doctor's name?
Darling.
Darling. Alan Wake popped up in like that same little like cinematic thing where you could like see him and he was like talking. You must have seen this, Sims, because
No, I didn't. I only thought it was that newspaper
Really?
article.
Yeah. Yeah, it has
I'll
something to do
Google
with
it. I'll
Anyways,
YouTube
Alan Wake
it in a
is
minute.
teased in Control.
I'm definitely up for some more Alan Wake. Resident Evil 3 remake demo comes out March the 19th. I'll say someone, but I'll just quote it anyway. Someone said in the podcast today, I think it was Imran Khan, I don't think this game should come out. And that sounds like a soft Englishman talking. I don't think they should come out. At the moment, the world is in whatever it's in. And if it comes out, I won't be offended, but I think the rest of the world will look at it and go, no.
That it's just a game. I don't really see the problem.
Fair enough. That's your.
You don't want it to come out because of the virus going around.
I just
right now,
think
and
it's
it just
out of
hits
taste.
A little too close to home.
I think
Okay.
so. Personally, I do think so.
Yeah, I don't feel like that at all.
And that's probably
I feel
me-
like this will be a nice distraction, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's just the way I'm at the moment.
I just feel like-
the UK's on the rocks. We're about to get knocked out.
I think that's
okay?
just a fine line. I
Very
feel like
fine
that's
line.
just a fine line that you can keep making threads of other games and
Yeah.
start not putting out anything. So like, just put it out.
Fine. Fair enough. That's just something I've been thinking about today.
I see the point.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight is coming to iOS and Android in April. Everyone plays this game. I've never played it. Is it just
cool.
Friday the 13th or something?
No, it's better. It's
Everybody's
actually
playing
game.
it.
Whoa, I love Friday the 13th. I've never.
Well,
played
then you
this
should play
stuff.
Dead by Daylight. It's way better.
Yeah, I
It has
probably
like
should.
so many more. It's not as many people. It's one killer and then 4 people that are trying to like start the generators. And then there's so many different killers in the game. It's really cool. Check it out. They have a lot of different IPs. There's like the Scream mask. I forget what they call them. Ghoul face or something like that. You got like Michael Myers. You got the thing from Stranger Things, the Demigorgon. It's a bunch of
Really?
different IPs.
Yeah, I didn't know about all that.
Well,
Pretty cool.
I'll have to. I think me and the missus might have to check it out one day. That's it. That's everything that's coming out this week. Big week. Maybe
Huge week.
100%.
Biggest week of the year thus far. For sure.
Biggest week this year,
Yeah.
so.
So I'll be getting Animal Crossing New Horizon. So I'll give you my thoughts on the next week. Are you guys
Yeah, I
both
think
getting
me and
Doom, or is it
Daniel
just
get
Connor?
Doom.
Yes.
We
Yes.
both are.
I'm getting Doom. Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Okay.
me and Daniel will be able to talk about Doom. I would have been able to talk about Animal Crossing, but some
I'm-
bad stole my Switch.
I'm not 100%. Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. I was 100%.
Sorry.
I wasn't. I'm not 100% in on Animal Crossing. I'll play it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then if it's still not vibing with me by the weekend after the weekend, I'll probably leave it. Or I'll give you my impressions next week, and I'll even get a little
Yeah, I
quote
don't-
off the missus.
I don't know if me and Daniel will be able to give you a full review of Doom yet. I doubt we'll beat it by next time we record, but
I don't know.
we'll get around to that. for
Daniel's a beast.
sure. Daniel is a beast.
I'll try. I'll do my best.
I'll
So-
do my best as well.
We are going on to the bet. This is the part where
my favorite.
Daniel
The
takes over.
spicy part. This is the spicy part of the podcast.
Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with. I just want to say how many we all have won. So right now Connor is at 2. I should be at 2, but that's okay. Connor's at 2. I'm at 1, and Sims is at 1 because Sims won last week.
Tommy's the best.
Go
Sims
Steve.
won 1. So last week's was I went and Neo 2, cool game, awesome game, came out. IGN reviewed it. I went, looked at the written review, and went and saw how many times did they say Dark Souls or Dark Souls-like or Souls-like, anything like that. Okay? And I read the whole thing for you guys.
Thanks.
They've only said it once.
Yes!
In the intro. Yes, that means I won.
No! I'm reading the
I
wrong
said
thing! You stupid Englishman!
Didn't Sims say once? Who said
Connor
once?
said
You
7.
said once?
Yeah, he said, I'm
Yeah,
reading
Connor
this.
said
IGN
7.
let me down.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should have said what we said before. But Sim said 4, Connor said 7, and I said 1. Boom.
IGN, man. I thought their terrible writing would come through for me.
Oh, don't hate on the
Have to
guy.
just
Oh,
Who wrote it?
To be fair, though,
He said it.
my missus was hating on IGN the other day for slagging off
Yeah.
the Mystery and Dungeon team.
motherfuckers.
But yeah, he said it once in the intro, and that was it. And I was like, cool. That's all you need. Once in the intro, we're good. You don't need to keep saying it. But this week, the bet is going to be Animal Crossing New Horizons coming out this Friday, right? I'm going to do it on Friday because that's probably going to be the day that it gets the most views. But how many views peak will it get on Twitch this Friday?
Oh, man. I really should have
Sims.
looked into my Twitch numbers more.
Sim.
Let me see.
How many
Let
views?
me see.
Because you have to think. I don't want to help you guys too much. Doom is also coming out, and we'll be sharing views.
4,321.
4,321.
I am
Okay.
going to regret that decision.
Okay. I am going to say 5,732.
And you guys go
Connor.
so much lower than what I think. I'm just like,
Connor.
there's so many people staying home. Everyone's
Sure.
looking forward to Animal Crossing. They all want to look at this. I'm going to go with a fun number. 69,000.
Fanta.
69,000.
Yeah,
Let's
nice.
go. I hope it gets
Nice.
69,000.
Nice. 69,000 views. That's my prediction.
I
So we'll recap. I want to do one more recap. Sims, how much?
forgot already. 4,000.
You got to know.
I forgot already. 4,321. I think that's what I said.
4,321. Okay, it's locked.
Final. I can see it. I can see it.
I got 5,732. Connor has 69,000.
69,000. Nice.
Everyone's played this game.
Nice.
What were you gonna say, Connor?
No, you go ahead.
No, that was it. That's it. That's the bet section.
Oh, okay. On to the game then.
Onto the game.
On to the game. What did you pick, Sims, for the game?
The game today we are playing is a simple game of 20 questions.
Again.
Because I am an idiot. So I've got a game. Ask me some questions.
Okay, let's start this right now. Did this game come out before the year 2000?
One sec. Before the year 2000?
Before.
No.
So it's not before. Okay. Is this game made? Is this a Japanese-made game?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Did this game come out on this current generation?
Yes.
Ooh, that's really good. Okay, that's really good.
We're set.
Ooh.
Want to
so
narrow
it's-
down a console?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Is this a Nintendo exclusive?
No.
Okay. So it's Japanese. It's probably on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Is
Is this a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Oh
We're in
god.
the
Is
clear.
this a third person game?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of figured
Okay.
it was.
What else would it be?
Um,
Let's see here.
so it's
Do you
Japanese.
play as a male protagonist?
No.
No, but a
Don't
weird
play
no.
so it could be
It's
Gravity
a
Rush.
strange no.
Could be Horizon.
Gravity
Gravity Rush.
Horizon. It's third person, so.
Um,
Do you think he counts Until Dawn as third person?
I would say it's a
Yeah, because you do walk around in third person.
yeah. I mean, it's a different perspective at times, but I think I'd consider it like a third person game.
And that's
It's
where
like-
that weird no could have came from.
Sure,
You do also
sure.
play
He did
males.
have a weird no.
I can hear it in your voice.
Okay, so we got the three games. We got Horizon, Gravity Rush, and Until Dawn.
It could also be like Bloodborne. Well,
That's like a creative character, but yeah, it could be.
yeah. Okay, let's try and narrow it down to one of those. Is this a horror game?
No.
Okay, it was Until
Okay.
Dawn at least.
Yeah.
Specifically exclusive on PS4. It
I don't
could
know anything
also
about
be a
Gravity
VR game. Like
Yeah, I don't know anything
Astrobot
about
or
VR.
something.
But it's third person. Could be Moss. I mean, Moss is
I believe both of those are like
An
third
animal.
person.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
Astrobot, is it a dude? Is it a little boy robot? That's a robot.
A ro-
It's still a robot. Robots don't have genders.
No.
idiot.
Would you know anything about Gravity Rush? How can we get rid of that?
Uh,
I mean, I can try to get rid of Horizon if it is Horizon.
yeah. Ask if you shoot a bow or whatever.
Is this an RPG?
No.
Okay.
Okay. That makes it. I think Gravity,
Gravity
Rush
Rush
is also an RPG.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that might be an upgrade system too. Oh, what other game do you play as a not a male protagonist? Third person.
Should we figure out just in case if this originally came out on the PS4? 'Cause maybe it was a PS3 game.
He said it was
Like,
this
quarter
generation.
older. Yeah, but I didn't ask if it was like originally released on this generation. I just said if it was on this generation.
Oh, okay. When exclusive that isn't, I guess you can.
Was this originally released on the PS4?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
How many questions we have?
Let me check.
PS4.
What was your ninth question?
Okay,
No. Okay,
we're doing pretty
looking
good. So what else are we doing? It's not an RPG. It's a third person game. So is this an action game?
Wikipedia says it isn't.
Freaking me out how much trouble
I'm
we're
asking
having with
you.
this.
Yes,
Imagine-
I say yes.
So you think it's an action game?
I believe it would be. I would class it as an action game.
Okay. That hesitation. So what could it be? It's third person.
Third
Should we
person.
see? Maybe if you play as something that's not a human, so it's not male. Could be like
Yeah,
an
yeah. do
alien?
that. I like that. Yeah.
Do you play as something that's not human?
Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
I'm honestly
mean, is
thinking
he-
Astrobot now.
Well,
Or
no,
that
what I'm
Moss
thinking
game.
could be Moss,
What
could
do
be
you
that.
think?
I was thinking something like Ratchet and Clank, that like the new one.
Oh,
something
I
like-
forgot about Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, but the Ratchet's a dude. It's a thing, but he's still a male.
Would
So,
Sinbad
I
do
guess-
that like that though?
Yeah, I guess we could be leaning towards Mosser. Is this have a fantasy setting?
Yes.
Ooh, that could be Moss.
Moss does Moss have a fantasy setting? I don't even
I
know.
consider it fantasy, right?
I would
It's got like swords.
for the game I've chose. I would personally say it was fantasy because it's not
Okay.
real. I just want to clarify that.
Is this
I mean,
a VR
fantasy
game?
encapsulates a lot of things.
Is this a VR game?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that rules out that. Fantasy. I'm kind of going back to Gravity Rush. Maybe that isn't an RPG.
I don't know anything about
It
Gravity
wouldn't
Rush.
be listed or I know that's like open world.
But he just said, well, no, yeah, but you play as a human. It's a girl. Human girl.
Oh yeah, good point.
We're playing
good
this
point.
we're playing as an alien girl. Or just an alien or a robot.
They're just an alien. Maybe Ratchet and Clank still.
But
Is this
it's
a well-reviewed game?
No.
No.
Ooh.
Okay. That
not a
doesn't-
well-reviewed game? Did we ask about open world?
Well-reviewed. PlayStation exclusive.
Did we ask if it's an open world? Would that even help?
No, we didn't ask. It might. I feel like most RPGs are open world. Did he say it was or wasn't an RPG?
No, he said it wasn't an RPG.
Wasn't an RPG. Okay.
It's not an RPG. It's Japanese. Like it has to be a Japanese game.
Oh, it's Japanese. Okay, shit.
Yeah. So I mean, Ratchet doesn't work out.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, it's not Ratchet. Ratchet's Insomniac.
Maybe Detroit.
Japanese.
You do play as a girl at parts, but you also
but
play
that's
as a
not
male at
fantasy.
parts.
He said it would be considered fantasy.
Oh yeah, fantasy. That's right. Fuck. I keep going back to Gravity Rush, but that's a girl.
Yeah. It has to be has to be an alien or something. How many more questions do we have?
I think we're on like 13-ish.
We're at 13, you think? Okay. Man, this is
Not a
killing me.
VR game.
I'm trying to think
14.
of one you don't play.
It's 14 my
We're at
count.
14. Okay.
What about no, because Neo you play as a male, right?
Yeah, you play as a dude. Man, so I'm just trying to think of the exclusives.
Still could be
that you could be
Bloodborne, I
playing.
guess. We said it wasn't a horror game. I guess you wouldn't
But that's an
classify
RPG.
it as a horror game. That's true, yeah.
It's an action RPG. Man, what other exclusive?
Persona, you're a guy.
Should I ask about like sales? Like it did sell well?
Sure.
Something like that. Did this game sell well? Did it do well? Money wise? You can even say relatively. It doesn't need to be numbers.
It sold. Hold on.
Could it be a Housemarque game?
Explain the Housemarque game.
No, I'm asking Connor.
No, because did we ask if it was open world?
No, I didn't.
Could, I guess. Could be what the
We're
fuck
still-
was the
still
game
waiting
he was
for that
talking about
stuff.
yesterday? Knack?
Yeah, but you play it. Yeah, you do play as like a weird thing. I don't know if it's fantasy.
Weird robot.
But-
Is this a platformer?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking Knack.
Oh my god. Okay.
Does
And
this
it wasn't
game
reviewed
start
well.
with a K?
Yes.
Alright.
Does this game have a sequel?
Wait, it could be Knack or Knack 2.
Does this game have a sequel?
Yes.
Does this game end in a 2?
No.
Is this game Knack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
Fucking Knack.
Picking Knack.
I would consider Knack a guy, kinda.
I mean, he's probably.
It's one of those, isn't it? Like you sometimes you ask the questions, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Is he a dude?
He's
Is
not
it-
really.
Is it a fantasy game? Like he's a robot. isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. I've never played it, but it could be considered maybe a sci-fi game or something. I'm not sure.
it is more of a fantasy, actually platformy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Knack is a
I agree with the
platforming beat 'em
fantasy.
up video game developed by SCE Japan Studios.
And it's one of the worst games ever.
Oh, it's not bad. Me and the missus played it. Me and the missus played it.
It's not that bad.
It's alright.
I feel like it just gets hated on so much. It's
You
just
know
like
when
a running joke at
you
this
buy a
point.
PlayStation or you buy a new console and you just like I want a game to play. It's like PlayStation 3, you bought Resistance. It wasn't great, but you're like, yeah, this is alright.
It's a
PlayStation
launch
4, you buy Knack and you're like, yeah, it's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's what all launch games are.
Fucking Knack. Can't wait for Knack 3 though. Knack 3 hype.
So you
Knack 3.
Can't wait.
I would
Don't-
never play that game.
Guaranteed launch title.
I'm telling you now, we're getting Knack 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm telling you now. I told you
Oh,
earlier
yeah,
this. I told you this.
Mark Cerny, he fucking loves Knack.
He loves him. He's got Knack statues everywhere.
I'm shocked he didn't talk about Knack.
On that on that note, that will end today's podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in again. Please stay safe, wash your hands, stay indoors, listen to what anyone all the advice you're getting from your local governments, presidents, and anyone that's important. Really, just listen to them because I think they know what they're doing. Say goodbye, guys.
Some
Maybe.
of them. Some of them.
Goodbye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Maybe you can still tell your grandma about the podcast, but
Definitely.
don't do it. Don't do it directly.
No,
Just
don't
like
do it.
call her or something. Text her.
Yeah, text her.
Send her a letter.
Tech savvy grandmas around the world.
All right.
Good night. Good night, guys.